Hey there guys, Amanda Shell again at WTB. Today I've got with me our Woodhouse toad, Woodhouse, and a special guest. Hold on, grabbing him. This is our leopard gecko. His name is Knuckles. So, what's the difference between amphibians and reptiles anyways? You may have guessed, Woodhouse is an amphibian and Knuckles is a reptile, but let's get down to the nitty-gritty here. So some good examples of reptiles would be like your turtles, your crocodilians, your lizards, and your snakes. And some good examples of amphibians would be like your toads, your frogs, your salamanders, and your newts. So I've got Knuckles and Woodhouse in little transport containers for filming today so that this is easier. The first difference we want to talk about is skin, and Woodhouse is probably not the best example for this because he's a toad with slightly bumpier, drier skin. But the main difference between reptile skin and amphibian skin is that amphibian skin is going to be smooth and moist, and reptile skin is going to be more dry and scaly. So, of course, there's always exceptions to the rule, but another key difference between reptiles and amphibians is that reptiles are primarily terrestrial, that means they live on land, and they have adapted to handle drier climates. Whereas amphibians, like Woodhouse here, need moist climates and live both on land and in the water. A major difference between reptiles and amphibians is that amphibians, like this guy here, undergo a different life cycle. So, like, this guy was an egg, and then he was a tadpole, and he lost his tail, his gills, and developed legs and lungs, and turned into this toad. But this guy just hatched from an egg and was a small version of his adult self. They undergo no metamorphosis of any kind. And speaking of lungs, that brings me to our next difference. So reptiles specifically have lungs, okay? Amphibians, while they can have lungs, often breathe through their skin. And the last major differences are their eggs and reproduction. So with reptiles, a lot of the time the fertilization occurs inside, and then they'll lay eggs on land, although in some cases they do give live birth, I will say that. But yeah, so they'll lay these leathery eggs. They don't have a true shell. It really does feel like leather. But these guys, a lot of the time, their reproduction is external. So the female will lay the eggs and then the male will fertilize them. And then their eggs are laid in water. And they don't have a shell at all. Like, not leathery, not anything. It's just like a gelatin or a, I don't know. It's a loogie with a fetus in it, alright? So anyways, like and subscribe for more fun facts about our friends here. Yes, do it, Knuckles says. Do it. Alright, I'm out of here.